Some of you may be wondering, what is Evan cooking now? Well, today I'm going to be making zesty black bean soup. I came up with this recipe. I watched many videos, I read a lot of blogs, and I tried this recipe and I really like it and I wanted to share it with you. For this video I'm going to be using the InstantPot, and it makes it so much easier to cook the black bean soup. It's a slam dunk. What you need to do the night before, you need to soak the 1 bag of black beans overnight, and 10 o'clock the next morning, 11 o'clock, you can start cooking your beans. What you need to do after you soak them, you need to rinse them very well, get rid of the water that they soaked in, and then you're ready for the next step. So I've done that. I also diced 3 medium tomatoes, 2 celery stalks, 2 medium carrots, what else? 2 onions, medium-sized vidalia onions, 1 large green bell pepper, and about 1/2 cup, 3/4 of a cup of parsley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to turn the camera around so I can show you the InstantPot and how to use it. So as soon as you plug in the InstantPot, it will go into the off position. By design, InstantPot does not have a go button. If you look at the traditional oven here, you click on bake, then you select, I'm going to try, then you select the temperature by pushing the button, and then when you're ready, you click the start or on button. Well, the InstantPot does not have that. So what you do, you're going to click either on pressure cook or saute or any of the other buttons, and then if you will wait a few seconds, and then you will go from off to show you a number. That will be number of minutes that you're going to be cooking your food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on saute right here, and it says 30 minutes. I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to let it warm up. I'm going to add, there you go. I'm going to add my oil and onions and peppers and all that, and we'll start the process. So here we are. This is in the on position. I'm going to add about 1/4 cup, a few tablespoons of olive oil, and I'll wait for it to warm up. It doesn't take long. I have everything prepped already. I cut my onions. They're right here, 2 onions, vidalia, delicious. I'm going to get my wooden spoon. For the most times when I cook, I use a wooden spoon so I don't scratch the surface of the that I'm cooking in. So here we go. So in go the onions. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add some salt, about a tablespoon of salt. Also, what I've done, the lid of the InstantPot, it has 2 areas, the front area and the back area. The back area has this little knob that I'm going to show you how to use later. So what you can do, if you hold it this way, you can set it on the side. So later on when you're ready, you're just going to pop it closed and I'll show you the whole process. Stick around. So you don't play with, once you add the onions, you don't play with them for a long time. You just let them brown a little bit. And then we're going to add, I have the carrots and with the bell pepper underneath. You can't really see the bell pepper, but it's in there. The carrots and the bell pepper, I did a small dice. No, I'm sorry, that was the bell pepper, and I mean the celery and the carrots. Here's the bell pepper. And here I have the tomatoes that I will add in a few seconds. So we're going to let these, we're going to saute these vegetables. We're going to let them sweat for a few minutes. And then I'm going to add the tomatoes, the aromatics. What do I have for aromatics here? I have sweet paprika, black pepper. Of course, if you have fresh ground pepper, feel free to use it. Ground cumin, cumino, turmeric, and last and certainly not least, curry powder. Yes. Also what I have a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste. Parsley. Half lime. So now I'm ready to excuse me, to add the aromatics, and also I need to add the tomato paste. There you go. So here's the tomato paste. Teaspoon of turmeric powder. Cumin, cumino. Curry powder. I already added the salt. I will add the sweet paprika now. Sweet paprika. And pepper. I'm going to stir the tomato paste at the bottom. Oh, also at the same time, I have about 3 cups of my world famous vegetable stock that I have warming up here. But usually, for this recipe, you need 5 cups of stock. But that's, I would use 5 cups if you had the vegetable stock that you buy from the supermarket. If you make your own vegetable stock, that will be by far more potent. So you need to dilute it a little bit, otherwise it will be way too strong. So what I'm going to do, I will add a little bit of my vegetable stock. Because the bottom of the pan is a little bit dry, and I will keep stirring to make sure that the vegetables are coated with all the aromatics. Make sure the tomato paste is all distributed at the bottom on the vegetables. So everything looks good here. So now I'm going to add my tomatoes. And I said 3 medium tomatoes. Give this a stir. Here I have my beans, all nicely drained and ready to go. So the beans are in here. Now I'm going to add the 3 cups of my vegetable stock. And I will add 2 additional cups of water. And here's the water. So 5 cups altogether. Give it a nice mix. So the colors are so beautiful. It smells so nice. Here you go. Fill it with one hand, stirring with the other. Okay. So the container, the bag of beans, it was 1 pound. 1 pound translates a little bit to 0.46 about kilos, 0.46 kilos. And I will add the parsley, not all of it. Most of the parsley, I'm going to keep some of it to put it on the soup as I serve it later on. So here is the lime. A little bit of the zest. Whoops. And the juice of half a lime. Let's not forget a couple of the bay leaves. All right. So now we're ready. So what I'm going to do now here's the critical part. That, well, it's not terribly complicated, but so be aware that the top has 2 positions. There's a little knob. One is sealing and the other one is venting. You want to make sure that this points towards the sealing position. So you want to hear that sound. What I'm going to do now, I will click on cancel to stop the saute function, and then you want to click on pressure cook and puts it into 50 minutes. If you had it 50 minutes, the soup is going to be water. It's going to disintegrate. I'm going to hold this button down and I'm going to get it to 7 minutes about. 6, 7, there you go. So you can use the plus and minus buttons. And that's it. There is no go or anything button to tell there you go, the pressure cooker now is on, and it will take some time. Let me turn it over to me. It will take a few minutes for the pressure cooker to reach internally the temperature, and then at that point it will start counting down from 7 down to 0, and it will beep. When it beeps, then the pressure cooker will naturally, slowly itself will depressurize. And it has this, I have to show you. It has this right next to the venting thing. It has this hole with a little tab inside, a metal tab. That metal tab right now is low, and that is because internally the pressure is very low. So when internally the temperature goes very high and it's ready to pressure cook, that tab pushes itself up, and it will stay there up until the time that the cooking will stop. It will depressurize all by itself, and then it will make a beep sounds, and it will go down. At the point you can open the top. Before that, the machine will not let you open it up. And, I never tried it. If you try to open it while the pressure is on, with a hammer or whatever, the food is going to go all over the ceiling, and you're probably going to burn yourself. But it will not let you do that, so it's safe. So once you finish cooking, and the lid is open, or even if the lid is closed, there is a function here that will say keep warm. Keep warm. By default, that is on. What else? Also, it has someplace right in the back, it has a little cup that you need to insert. That's like for an overflow. To me, I've never seen any liquid in there. So that comes with the directions when you set it up. So that's it. So, it will take 7 minutes to cook and another 5 minutes to pressurize, and then the soup will be ready. So either you go like that, or you cook the beans for a couple of hours on the stove, and the results will be very similar, but not identical, because I truly think that with this method, the food is more delicious. So, oven and out. I'll see you in about 10-12 minutes. Raspy, what do you want? What do you want? Don't bite. Raspy wants soup or cream cheese, one of the two. And here we are. The cooking has stopped for about 6 minutes, and it's keeping, as you can see, because of this button that says keep warm, it's selected by default. It will keep the food warm. And as you can see, I hope you can see, the little tab here is it's hot. It's really it's up, which means you cannot open the pressure cooker. So I'm going to turn off the keep warm. I'm going to turn on cancel. There you go, cancel. So now it says off. Now what I can do, I can move it over. Oh, it's heavy. I moved it over a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a paper towel. Here's the paper towel. And I'm going to push the knob here from sealing to venting. And I will do it slowly so I don't burn myself. I hope you can hear the steam escaping. And the steam escapes from the top here. and I do it slowly so I don't burn myself. Of course, you can let it sit there for a while, about a half hour or so. It will vent, it will depressurize all by itself. But I don't want to wait a half hour. I want to try the soup. I'm hungry. It's a rainy day today in New York, May 13. It's a Monday, and it's a great day for a soup. Not only that, Raspy, our cat, is really anxious to have some of the soup. She loves the soup. So now I'm waiting to see the metal knob go down. But that hasn't happened yet. Still venting. I hear the pressure decreasing. The steam is not as intense. The knob is still up. The metal, a little pogo stick. Still waiting, still waiting. It's almost over. Oh, there you go. It went down. I hope you saw that. So now we're ready to open the pressure cooker, the vessel. So you use this knob to rest it on the handle here. Oh my goodness. Oh, what the hell? No, this is delish. Let me get a spoon. So first I should get the bay leaves out. Here's a bay leaf. Here's another bay leaf. Let's see. Oh, can you see the beautiful color? So let me get a little boli. Now that the cooking is over and I don't have to do anything else, what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to reach over and unplug it. Unplug it. Ah, there you go. I messed up the video. I used my immersion blender and I liquefied about 80% of the soup so it will be nice, so that it have a nice texture. So use your immersion blender and liquefy almost all of the soup, but not all of it, about 80% of it. I hope you enjoyed the video.